Today we will have a webinar about footwork table tennis subject. We will have two parts in the session. First part will be theoretical part. Our lecturer will give the lecture and we will have your questions for this part. Then we will have a second stage that we call practice part. You can actively do these exercises and open your camera during the practice. After the second part, please give your feedback on chat, and if you have any questions, write your questions to us after this part. And about our lecturer today, our lecturer is Mrs. Nevena Kostova. She is a former national team player of Bulgaria in different age categories. She is a certified fitness and bodybuilding and personal trainer. She also has been the fitness instructor and personal trainer at different clubs in Italy. And she is the founder of Footwork Table Tennis in 2020. So this work will be, I think, really exciting and something different for all of us. And I hope this work will contribute to all of us a lot, and wish good luck to everyone. Just I'd like to add a few notes as usual. As you know, the sessions will be recorded and the record will be shared with all of you. So please only concentrate on the lecture. I'd like to underline that the questions will be sent after each seminar part. So please wait until our lectures end the part. Then write your questions to moderator, to me, in the chat part. We'd like to also inform you that, for example, if lecturer Nevena has questions for you, you can also write your answers to chat part so that she can see. And last two notes, please pin camera of our lecturer Nevena, and please turn off your camera and microphone during the theoretical part. These are the things that I wanted to remind you. And now I give floor to Mr. Neven Segnar before the session.
So good afternoon to all of you, to especially first to the players and coaches coming from many different countries from Europe, but also it's my big pleasure to announce that this time we have many guests from different countries from different continents. This time our guests are coming from ITTF, from Africa, from many different countries. Also, we have some guests from Pakistan and India, and also a warm welcome to our friends Luisana and Carlos from Latin America. So very happy to see you together with all of us, and special thanks to all my colleagues and teammates from ETTU. Samet already said the most important what we will have in next 1.5 or 2 hours. So some kind of let's say new expert is with us, coming from Bulgaria but living and working in many years already in Italy. And you will see the really valuable and visually fantastically set project, which will surely be refreshment. Special value of specially adapted to the biomechanical at the end, when Samet will open the floor for all of you to ask Nevena to maybe, of course, you will see the around 11 exercises which are really, how to say, adaptable to many different categories in table tennis. I would say that it's really easy to how to say, to implement such exercises in many different levels regarding the intensity, regarding the time period, and it's really nice to add many different exercises in this project. I really hope that Nevena will stay with us for the long period, and that she will be with us promoting this project in many different countries in our National Association Assistance Program. So thank you so much, Nevena. So she had for sure hard time in the last 2.5 months, almost every day in contact with all of us, from Deputy President Mr. Pedro Moura, already with us, and also Samet and me. We had really intensive contacts during the, let's say, something more than 2.5 months. So Nevena she will tell you this. She will have two assistants, Elisa and Massimo. So, but I hope that Nevena will say something more about your assistant team. Thank you so much, Nevena, and the floor is yours.
Thank you. Okay. So, good afternoon, everybody. I am very honored to be here with all of you. I hope to meet you personally in future. And before to start, I would like to thanks to Neven, Samet, Pedro, and all the ETTU staff for the invitation to this webinar. I am not much confident with English, so I will say sorry before sometimes my English will be not clear. Okay, let's start. So, table tennis is a precision sport where is the positioning of the ball is a very important factor. Table tennis is an athletic game with high intensity, which has a positive effect of many physical qualities such as speed, agility, resistance, speed of reaction, coordination, the explosive strength, as well as precious mental quality like determination for goals achievement and the ability to make quick decisions. The main purpose of the program is to help the athlete to develop in a correct and effective way situations that are often frequent in all sports. Fitness-based physical preparation is complete and help to develop all skills we need in table tennis with the minimum height of specific equipment. Music and is the rhythm are already part of fitness training, but with a more in-depth study, the efficiency of the exercise has been increased. Footwork table tennis is born from the union of these three words. It is a complementary training to the table one with a specific target of improving players' performance, their efficiency, and facilitating the correction of errors. This training program uses the music to increase the efficiency of the training. So, in table tennis, there are many factors that influence the efficiency of the player. So, we need coordination, endurance, speed, explosive power, footwork, strength, and balance. Starting from the analysis of these movements and the study of the muscles they affect, their various exercises have been developed. Some exercises directly propose the execution of the shots without the ball. In this way, it is easier to work on the technique. For example, avoiding over-rotation of the torso or too large movements. Some exercises help the athlete to perform a certain type of movement. Some other exercises focus more on the muscular part to increase power and speed. Footwork table tennis is the specific activity that put the basis of your table tennis performance. Music has a fundamental role. Man has a natural tendency to synchronize his movement with rhythms. In this training program, this principle is exploited to the maximum. The audio tracks are selected specifically for the exercise to be performed and for a specific level of intensity. Several research have proved the benefits and increasing performance of using music in sports. It has been shown that the use of high rhythm music has a very important motivational role during training by encouraging athletes to have more intense effort and greater resistance over time during training, thanks to its distracting effect of subject. This aspect, combined with a correct rhythmicity music, allows to reach a higher heart rate. That means a more intense exercise, but above all rhythmically constant with a lower perceived fatigue. This means that the exercise seems hardless, but more effective in improving fitness. These performance improvements are even more evident in young subjects because the rhythm easily distracts them and make them stay more focused. That's why in young subjects the benefits are even greater. We have three possible variables that can vary the intensity of an exercise, and these are exercise difficulty, exercise duration, and the music rhythm or music speed. The combined use of these three variables defines three different levels of intensity. Level 1, the easiest. Level 2, the medium intensity. Level 3, the hardest. So, for level 1, all the three factors helps also young and beginners to perform these exercises. That means simplified exercises with reduced number of repetitions and in some cases lower rhythms. For level 2, we have full exercise with normal rhythm but less repetition. For level 3, we have complete exercise with full repetition and normal rhythm, or sometimes faster rhythm. So, I need to know the athletes. Why? Because I need to know any accident or physical problems and to understand which are the aspects to concentrate. I created motor skills evaluation tests to assess the athlete's training level and understand which aspect we need to focus more on. In this way, it's possible to customize the program based on the athlete or a group. Each training session lasts about 1 hour, including 10 minutes of warm-up, 40 minutes fit work, and 10 minutes of stretching and regeneration at the end. They test give us the starting point, so we repeat in every month to monitor the performance changes. Footwork table tennis is born from the experience in table tennis and fitness. It is a complete training, designing to improve specific table tennis skills. Increasing muscle power and endurance with and accurate work on the technique, the footwork, balance, coordination, the development of the muscle memory, which makes movement more fluid and instinctive, reducing the execution time. Footwork table tennis is fitness workout for table tennis players, using music and rhythm to replicate move and strokes. With 3 different intensity levels and specifically designed exercise, it's possible to adapt the training to every athlete's weakness. Sorry. So, how we work on muscle memory. Muscle memory is one of the main reasons why professional players usually start training when they are young, to be able to develop fundamental skills like movements, instinctive strokes, hit precision and efficiency. The long-term muscle memory can be created repeating a movement several times, so that in time it will be performed without conscious effort. This process reduces the need for attention and creates maximum efficiency. Muscle memory and brain training are really the crucial elements behind reaction and eye-hand coordination. How we work on reflexes. Reflexes are one of the most important things to have in fast and dynamic sport like table tennis, allowing us to react and intercept the ball shot by the opponent. Reducing the reaction time gives us time for all shots. When a player perceiving and correctly processes a signal, begins to move the body, the leg and the hands in response to the stimulus. When an athlete works on reflexes, he must react to different visual or hearing stimuli, and he must perform moves and hit as quickly as possible. How we work on the speed. Speed is one of dominant skills in table tennis. The speed is the ability to move all or part of the body quickly. Having good speed and agility is extremely important so that the player is able to change direction and move quickly, both through side and vertical shift in the and all out of the table. When we work on lower part speed, we use fast rhythm combined with fast movement and shift. The speed of the upper body involves both the torso rotation and the whole arm movement. We work on this part combining the lower part movement through commands or sequence with rhythmic intervals. We perform movement and stroke without the ball returning to the base position. In these cases, the target is to maintain all the moves synchronized to the rhythm and the same speed for all the exercise duration. How we work on footwork. A good footwork allows you to reach the ball faster, easier and with more precision. In the same time, a good footwork helps playing a great number of shots and returning in position with more accuracy. A good footwork helps us to stay always well balanced. Another essential factor of the footwork is to distinguish the difference between short and the long leg work, so we can work on both. The short leg work focus on short and fast step useful for little adjustment on slight changes of the ball trajectory. The long leg working based on the explosive power of the leg, useful to make wider movements. How we work on the coordination. Coordination is the ability to organize, regulate and control the movement of the body in space. We need a lot of coordination to be accurate when we have to move to get the ball and hit it in the right point. Having a good coordination helps reducing the execution time and to maximize the effectiveness of each shot. In addition, it allows to perform a movement with the less effort possible and with high precision. Through movement and this without the ball, we can work on the technique and make the movement more accurate and efficient already outside the table. How we work on explosive power. In table tennis, movement must be as short as possible. The explosive power is the ability to develop maximum force in a minimum interval of time. Shortening the movement is a great help to give the ball the maximum power and rotation. Footwork works on this aspect through exercise that include different types of sprint, explosive lunges and jumps, burpees, torso rotation with weight, and so on. How we work on balance. In our sport, it is fundamental to be well balanced, to give the ball the right direction, speed and rotation, but all our movements must be fast, and the point of balance is a continuous movement. Finding the point of balance faster can make the difference between being aggressive on the ball or not. Table tennis is an active sport and therefore we are more interested in dynamic balance than static one. Dynamic balance is the ability to maintain body balance and control during movement. In table tennis game, you must be able to keep balance while moving towards the ball. This will allow you to play a good shot and move for the next ball. When we work on balance, we change always the point of balance with quick movements and continuous leg changes. We can go to perform exercise like squat and sit on an table base. How we work on endurance. We need resistance to perform certain movements repeatedly, feeling less fatigue, allowing us to maintain the same performance during a long pass, but also during all the match. The awareness of being able to support effort for a long time gives the player a great psychological self-confidence. Footwork table tennis work in two different ways with resistance, and there are resistant to fastness and resistant to fatigue. The first one allows to support a quick and intense effort such as long passes. We work on with very fast rhythm. with fast movement, with more repetition and short recovery time. For the second one, we focus on general resistance to fatigue, allowing greater resistance during all the match. In this case, the rhythm is slower and we use exercise with movement, holding the position for several seconds. Okay, um, the footwork table tennis story. Let's start.
Hi, I am Nevena Kostova. I am Bulgarian but now I live in Italy, and I am the founder of Fitwork Table Tennis. Since I was 6, thanks also to my father's great passion for aerobics, fitness and all sport in general, I started practicing it. My career as a table tennis player begins 2 years later. Thanks to my coach and to the great support of my family, I achieved my goal, playing professional table tennis in the Bulgarian national team. During the maturation of my career as a professional player that led me to move to Italy, I realized how much physical preparation in my training in the field of fitness helped me in different aspects of the game, leading me to achieve my results. That's the reason why in 2017 I decided to merge these two worlds to create a new specific training program for help table tennis player to reach their best performance. Therefore starts a development period in partnership with some other personal trainer on various exercises and shifts to create a specific training program for table tennis player. First, I personally test on myself and I saw the enormous potential of that. And after a little refine, I was ready to present it officially. The invitation to the Roma Ping Pong Fest was the perfect opportunity for the official launch, which I followed some other demonstrations around Italy, among which are the Woman Training Camp. Unfortunately, caused the COVID-19 pandemic and the following lockdown, we are being forced at home, but rather than stop, I decided to continue to help table tennis players using social network to spread free some footwork table tennis exercises. When you see your hard work recognized, you understand that the way you are following is right. And the strong reaction that I had motivated me more to continue with it. When the situation in Italy was better, I had the opportunity to work with some young national Italian girls here in Italy. Music has a fundamental role. Music is an integral part of fitness activity, and I think that uses a rhythm. It only applies for a rhythmic play like table tennis. Music makes me able to vary intensity and the type of exercise. The fundamental thing is that the moves must be synchronized to the rhythm. It also makes the training funniest for the children, helping to keep their focus. I am convinced that physical activity must be supported by proper nutrition. For this reason, we are starting partnership with nutrition experts in order to make the Fitwork table tennis program even more complete. We are thinking about a project called From the Table to the Table to maximize the efficiency of the Fitwork table tennis program, but that's a little spoiler about the next development. I'm thinking in continuous innovation. That's the reason why I never stop to search a new way to improve my activity.
All the top players do bodyweight training in addition to their table tennis training. Have you ever wondered why? Just because only training on the table is not enough. That's the reason why I developed a new training program to work alongside the table one with a specific target to improve every player's performance, efficiency, and to easily correct errors. Fitwork Table Tennis comes from the table tennis and fitness experience. It's a complete training program designed to improve everyone's skills. The enhancement of the technique, power, and reflexes to improve footwork, balance, coordination, and endurance. To develop muscle memory, to make movements more fluid and instinctive, reducing execution times. Fitwork Table Tennis is the first fitness workout for table tennis players using music and rhythm to replicate moves and strokes. With 3 different intensity levels and specially designed exercises, it's possible to adapt the training to every athlete and to work on individual weaknesses. Discover the difference with Fitwork Table Tennis. Build your success now.
Okay,
It's fine, Nevena. Thank you.
thanks to you.
So, is this the first part that you want to share with us?
Yeah,
If so, dear friends, I'd like to have questions. If you have any questions about the theoretical part, please write these questions to chat part so that we can ask her and get our answers. And for the ones, if you don't have any questions, now we will begin the practice part. And please prepare your items for the exercises. And you can open your cameras if you wish, Nevena, to check your exercises. So first,
okay.
please, if you have questions, write it through. Okay.
Art was fantastically. So fantastic, and I'm sure that all coaches and players could understood what you are talking about. Very, very good until now. Okay.
Okay, thanks, Neven. Okay, so let's go with the second part.
Nevena, firstly, just wait for 2 minutes so that
Yeah,
our
okay.
participants can get the items. And I'm also checking for the questions.
Okay, thank you.
Dear Nevena, we have one question. Petrit Renisa from Kosovo. Sorry if I say the name wrong. This our friend wants to say, what is the best to eat or any program? How time in day to eat in training? What is preferred to eat? Or can she say anything about nutrition to us? Says Petrit.
Sì, io non capisco molto bene. So, Samet, 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 are you
I'm here.
here?
I'm here.
Yeah, yeah. Max with me because I can understand very good English. You know,
Okay, okay.
I have problem in.
Signor,
Noi abbiamo comunque.
Che cosa si dovrebbe mangiare?
Sì, io sono nutrizionista, ma stiamo lavorando.
Okay.
Nevena,
So,
the question is mainly about nutrition.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
of course.
understand. So,
Uh,
lavorando.
So she wants to say that there is a collaboration with Sun Nutrition that will help will make up eating program, nutrition program for the athletes especially, but this is not her main skill. So she makes just the part of the exercise. The part of the exercise.
So I have another question. From Remy. From Remy, integration of mental motivational part players to do exercises as well as possible. How do the player gets in the right natural motivation? Music is one, but what about other possibilities?
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
How do the player gets in the right natural motivation? Music is one, but what are the other possibilities to get player in natural motivation?
Okay, come puoi
For exercise.
Puoi motivare le persone. Okay. So she said that the motivation part is important for any athlete, and when the athlete see the result, generally it motivates him to continue, because the results are faster, are so fast. So that's it.
Okay, grazie. And we have two other
Samet, maybe I can add. Can I add something? So that's what I wanted to say at the beginning, but I just wanted to wait for the first part, theoretically, from Nevena. So this project combine fantastically what we call table tennis with fitness workout. So, and many times we have situation that young players they even don't like or even hate to work on physical level. Doesn't matter basically or specifically. In these exercises, which you will see in the second part or second half time of the presentation of Nevena, you will see that many of the workouts and many of exercises are linked together with the racket, or they will have the feeling like that they play table tennis. But of course they will have the many different levels of high intensity fitness workout, and they will have let's say more fun to when they have more fun and they're more motivated, they reach the higher level of the profit in this kind of fitness workout. Yeah. Okay, you can continue.
Here is another. We have actually two questions that we will see in next part. So I think it's best to wait for them. And here's a question from Izzet Tahir Begovic from Bosnia. Izzet says, can Nevena tell us something about training variations in pre-season and in mid-season training? What are the differences when it comes to this program?
Che differenza di allenamento c'è tra l'inizio della stagione e la fine dell'allenamento?
All'inizio della stagione, prima di iniziare, iniziamo con un allenamento più semplice, no? Dipende comunque dalla... Sì,
Okay, so she said that it depends by the athlete's preparation for, and of course, in the first part of the season, there are some lighter exercise. So then she will increase the intensity to develop the maximum in every skills.
All right, so I think we are ready for the second part if answer is finished. Okay, great then. So dear friends, we are having now the practice part, and please follow Nevena.
Thank you, Samet.
Nevena, sorry, we have a question from Ricardo Oliveira from Portuguese. The last question maybe before this practice. We have the notion that normally we should stop the physical training before matches. But is this still updated, or this kind of exercise can be done during all weekend before matches or camps? When should we do these exercises?
Thank you, Samet.
Ti chiede se questi esercizi vanno fatti, cioè dicono come riscaldamento o
allora, se diciamo che è una cosa organizzativa, non detto poi viene fatto distintamente
ok.
No, poi dipende dalla richiesta del esatto, non faccio.
Okay, so it depends, because there are some exercises that are lighter than other, and in these cases it would be done before the match, just to keep the rhythm with the match, to warm up before. But it's the best way to do this activity is to make it not during or before, just before or after the training on the table, but in two different moments. to have the maximum effect on the athletes. You're right. It's all right. It's clear. Samet?
Samet, are you here?
Yes.
So, thank you,
Thank you for
Thank
the
you for
answer.
the
And
question.
now let's begin to practice part.
Sorry, Nevena, just a few seconds. I just want to add something. I just want to refer to this last question. Yeah, my vision is that when the players come in and get used to regular weekly rhythm of such exercises, then all these exercises can be performed in the competition period as well. Also, of course, as Massimo said, maybe you can reduce the level, that they are not maybe in anaerobic mode of exercises. They can make it a little bit on lower level, but they can do it. But of course, at the beginning, they will have the kind of problems with the muscle pain. But when they will try to implement such exercises in regular weekly program, then from my point of view, there is no problem that they can do it even in competition periods. Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Neven. Okay. Okay, let's start with the interactive training session. Exercise number 1, torso rotation and low skip. For this exercise, the main target are explosive power, leg reactivity, technique, muscle memory, and dynamic endurance. And we work on abdominals, shoulders and arms, and the leg muscles. The difference between the 3 levels is only the duration of the exercise. To perform this exercise, we have to use a 1.5 kilogram weight or a 1.5 liters bottle of water. So let's hear the rhythm to perform this exercise. Okay, let's see the exercise to perform. Let's do low skip holding a weight between the hands in sync with music performed. Torso rotation, avoiding over rotation. It's very important to use the leg during the torso rotation to load and unload the weights. Well, I hope you are ready. Let's start. Okay, let's go with number 2 exercise, jumping jacks and lateral squat jumps. For this exercise, the main targets are aerobic endurance, motor coordination, balance, stability, and agility. And the main muscle affected are thigh muscles and gluteus. The difference between 3 levels is only the duration of the exercise. To perform this exercise, we don't need anything. So let's hear the rhythm to perform this exercise. Let's see the exercise to perform. Let's perform 2 jumping jacks, following by 2 lateral spot jumps. It's very important to always be well balanced and don't pass the tip of the hip with the knee during the squat. Remember to follow and maintain always the same rhythm for all exercise. Ready to start? Let's go. Okay, number 3, exercise lateral jumps balance. For this exercise, the main target are balance, explosive power, coordination, and agility. And the main muscle affect are leg muscles and the gluteus. So in this case, for the first level, we have a simplified exercise and a reducing time. Just a reducing time for level 2. To perform this exercise, we don't need any equipment. Let's hear the rhythm to perform this exercise. Let's see the exercise to perform for level 1. Perform lateral jumps, landing on one leg to easily find the balance. Lay the tip of the rear foot. It's important to find the balance, bring forward the opposite shoulder to the support leg by rotating the bust. For level 2 and 3, the exercise is the same but it must be performed without leg, just like on foot, and we have to find the balance standing on one leg. Ready to start, let's go. Okay, let's go with number 4, mountain climber, knee to single arm. For this exercise, the main target are muscle strength, endurance, and balance. And the main muscle affect are shoulder, abdominals, and the back. In this case, for the first level, we have simplified exercise and a reducing time. Just a reducing time for level 2. To perform this exercise, it's better to use an exercise mat. Let's hear the rhythm to perform this exercise. Let's see the exercise to perform for level 1. Let's perform a mountain climber according to the rhythm. 1 time just forward and 1 time crossing the hip to the opposite elbow. Pay attention to don't twist the back and hold it low the feet. For level 2 and 3, all the mountain climber must be performing crosses. 1 normal and 1 disconnected from the ground the opposite arm and bring it to the tip of the opposite foot, holding the balance. Ready to start? Let's go. Exercise number 5. Step forward, backward with 3 points shift. For this exercise, the main target are reflexes and speeds, muscle memory, technique, footwork and coordination. And we work on leg muscles, upper part speed. The difference between the 3 levels is only the duration of the exercise. To perform this exercise, it's better to use your own rackets. Let's hear the rhythm to perform this exercise. So, let's see the exercise to perform. Let's perform little step forward and backward, waiting for the command that you see on the video. Then let's forward or lateral and perform a forehand or backhand thrusting. Then come back to the starter position. We perform a stroke when we run forward, like we play a short ball or a flip. Let's go. Okay, let's go with number 6, jumping squats, burpees. For this exercise, the main targets are explosive power and balance. And the main muscle effect are leg and gluteus muscles, shoulder, pectoral, back, and abdominals. In this case, for the first level, we have a simplified exercise and reducing time with a lower rhythm speed. Just a reducing time for level 2. To perform this exercise, we don't need any equipment. Let's hear the rhythm to perform this exercise. Let's see the exercise to perform for level 1. Perform a forward jumping squat, paying attention, don't pass the tip of the feet with the knee. Then touch the ground with the hands and extend the leg behind one by one. Then return back in the base position with little steps. For level 2 and 3, the exercise is the same, but we extend the leg behind together performing a burpee. The rhythm force used define fast the balance to jump forward when we come back to the starting position. Are ready to start? Let's go! So, number 7, jumping jacks, plank jump. For this exercise, the main target are aerobic resistance, strength resistance, more coordination. And the main muscle affected are leg and gluteus muscles, shoulder, pectoral, abdominals, and the back. For this first level, we have a simplified exercise and a reducing time. Just a reducing time for level 2. To perform this exercise, it's better to use an exercise mat. Let's hear the rhythm to perform this exercise. Let's see the exercise to perform for level 1. After 2 jumping jacks, touch the ground with the hand and extend the leg behind one by one, and open and close one leg at a time, and return up again to the base position. level 2 and 3, exercise is the same, but we extend the leg behind together and the opening and closing of the leg must perform together. Number 8 exercise. Sorry. Ready to start. Let's go. Okay, now exercise number 8. So a resistant push-up. For the exercise, the main target are strength, resistance, and muscular power. And the main muscle affect are triceps, pectoral, shoulders, abdominals, and the back. For the first level, we have a simplified exercise and the leg less repetition. Just a reduced number of repetition for level 2. To perform this exercise is better to use an exercise mat. Let's hear the rhythm to perform this exercise. Okay, let's see the exercise to perform for level 1. Let's perform a push-up, holding the knee on the ground, holding the position of the push-up, following the rhythm. For level 2 and 3, the exercise is the same, but in this case the knee doesn't touch the ground. It's very important to keep lower the foot and open the shoulder, looking forward when they perform the push-up. Ready to start. Let's go. Okay, number 9, lateral shift, double shot. For this exercise, the main target are technique, footwork, muscle memory, coordination, balance. And we work on leg muscles and the upper part speed. The difference between the 3 levers is only the duration of the exercise. To perform the exercise is better to use your own racket. Let's hear the rhythm to perform this exercise. Okay, let's see the exercise to perform. Let's perform along a lateral shift, holding lower the balance point. At the end of the shift, we perform a short replay with a little step forward, down, organ, open and top spin. The exercise could be done with a faster rhythm, shortening the lateral shift. Ready to start. Let's go. Okay, number 10 exercise, open close jumps plank ups. For this exercise, the main target are strength resistance, stability, muscle power, and the main muscle affected are shoulders, pectoral, back, abdominals, leg, and gluteus. In this case, for the first level, we have a simplified exercises and a reducing time with lower rhythm speed. Just a reducing time for level 2. To perform this exercise, it's better to use an exercise mat. Let's hear the rhythm to perform this exercise. Let's see the exercise to perform for level 1. After 2 jumps, opening and close the leg, put the hands on the floor and extend the leg behind one by one. Then lay the knee to the floor and go to the floor with the elbow one by one. Then come up. For level 2 and 3, we extend the legs behind together, performing a burpee without letting the knee going to the plank position. Then open and close one leg at a time. Important thing is to keep alignment with shoulders and knees. Ready to start? Let's go. Okay, and the last exercise, jumping lunges, squat jumps. For this exercise, the main target are explosive power, balance, muscle power, aerobic resistance, and coordination. And the main muscle affect are thigh muscle and gluteus. For the first level, we have a simplified exercise and less repetition, just a reducing repetition for level 2. To perform, no equipment is needed. Let's hear the rhythm to perform this exercise. Okay, let's see the exercise to perform for level 1. Let's perform a forward lunges, one leg at a time, holding the torso straight. We descend until both the knee form a 90-degree angle. Okay, for level 2 and 3, the exercise change a bit, working on the balance. On the lunges position, we perform a lunge, straight a leg. It's a very important maintain a constant rhythm during all the exercise, and always well balanced. So, ready to start. Let's go. Thanks to everybody. So, Samet, are you here?
Yeah, I have followed your perfect presentation, and I'm really impressed to see a clear practice like this. So I'd like to thank for your efforts. And dear friends, now it's time to send your questions to me through chat part, so I can tell to Nevena, and we'd like to also get some feedback from you. You can also write your ideas to chat part. Now I'm checking, and maybe Neven may take the floor now until I collect the questions.
Yes. First of all, thank you so much, Nevena. It was very well presented, fantastically. Not only that you have very nice name, but you are already great expert. Everything was so nice, very well recorded. So thanks to you and Massimo and Elisa also. And waiting for the selection of the right questions from our experts and coaches and maybe players also. So Summit will do the selection. So also one question already from I think that Elena asked for the possibilities to get the soundtrack, but I hope that it's not possible. But we will have the link, recorded link on our website. So all, as you know, all our webinars are posted maybe 1 or 2 days after the webinar. You will have possibilities. You just need to open the development link documents, and there you will find the link, recorded link. which Summit will publish together with our Anna Ivošević. So maybe already in the middle of let's say next so middle of this week you will have already posted on the website. So Summit, your floor with the questions.
Firstly, I should say that we have seen some messages from Lorenas, Vismantas, Sandeep, and some other coaches has appreciated this the session. And a new message from Emily Flynn. It was a very good session, thank you. And here's a question from Jan Berner. For these 11 exercises, how many laps do you do them?
Quante volte li fai? Quanti giri? Quante volte c'è le ripetizioni? Cioè, tu hai fatto 11 esercizi, quante volte vanno ripetuti?
Cioè dipende.
So usually the session is made by not 11, just maybe 4 or 5 exercises, but they will be repeated 2 or 3 or 4 times depending by the level of the athlete. Just for this presentation, she performed 11 exercises just to do it one time and to share a big variety of exercise. So that's it.
Grazie per la domanda, bella domanda.
Thank you for the answer. So
sorry, Samet. I have to just to jump to ask something. So I think that this question from Jan was very important for all our colleagues, you know. So maybe Nevena can give some let's say small details about her experience together with Massimo when she started this project with the young players in Italy. So for sure, young players they need the time to adapt, to learn the exercise, because they will have with some exercises problem in coordination. With some exercise, they will reach very easy anaerobic mode of the exercises. So that's also very dangerous. So it's up to the knowledge of the coaches to trying to adapt, as Massimo said, not so many different exercises, but maybe to start with 3, 4, 5, and to control the intensity of each workout. So that's what is very important. What Nevena said, that you have for each workout, each exercise, you have 3 different levels. So and maybe from Massimo and Nevena, we can hear your experience when you started to work and to cooperate with some of young players from Italy. What you can say or add regarding the following the question from Jan.
La tua esperienza quando hai lavorato con ragazzi della Monica, sì, che dice che tutti gli esercizi venivano fatti con la massima intensità, ma che tutto veniva adattato. E ti ha chiesto di raccontare un po' la tua esperienza.
Sì, all'inizio comunque avevo sempre fatto il test per capire se qualcuno ha problemi fisici, per capire come concentrarmi.
Okay.
Ho iniziato con esercizi più semplici.
Okay.
So, poi piano.
So she started with this young lady with some light exercise just to make them able to perform in a certain time some exercise that are more intense. So she started with level 1 and then up to near level 2 or
ho iniziato comunque
firstly she will concentrate on the agility part, and then on the strength part because it's not possible to load too much some young players. So. And at the end, the physical part is she worked with not only on the table tennis and on the table tennis part, also on the technical part, and then on the physical part. So for the preparation, so just for the technique and the power. And that she said, and at least she say that in every sport we need a bit of time to see the results. So it's clear that the experience is not by a week, just a week, or two, maybe some month. We have to work to begin to see the first results.
Thank you so much, Nevena and Martha. Thank you.
Thank you for the answer. And another question from Remy. Can it also be integrated in table tennis training and make exercises even more table tennis specific? Maybe the learning experience can be better.
Okay. So so the exercise that she presented today are just a demonstration, just because, but there are some other exercise more near to the table tennis. So, but in these cases, we especially work on technique, and and she wants to show a variety of some different target, then working on many different targets, and it will need different exercise. And for example, the explosive power is not easier to enhance with some table tennis movement, because you know, the racket is light, so we could use some weight to enhance this, but it's better to work with other exercises that make the result more effective. Okay. And the same things is for the resistance, because you know, when you make up an exercise for especially for table tennis, you could work on the fast resistance, but not even on the strength resistance. So to resistance to fatigue, because it's not too easy to work on it with because it work on the muscular power. So you have to be a bit. You need to work with lower movement. It's okay,
especially with the young players, you know. And
So thank you for the answer. And Laura Krumina had a question, but I think we have given also answer for this. There are more exercises for this program. I'm passing to the other message. Here's a question from Lorenas Vismantas. And the question is, would you recommend these exercises for beginners, maybe primary school age children?
chiede se lo raccomandi ai bambini come quelli delle scuole primarie.
Che sarebbe 6-7 anni. Sì, magari sì, però con degli esercizi che sono più che si può controllare, bisogna sempre guardare come vengono fatte.
Yes, of course, it's possible to work with some children using some exercise that are less strenuous and easier to do. And so it's better to start like when with the children, because it's easier to make up a muscle memory. So that's the age in who the people, in who children start to make up this skill. So working on it, it's a plus for the future player.
So thanks for the answer.
Okay, sorry, Simon.
Okay. Here are some also positive feedback messages from Gulia Ibrahimova and some other friends. Here's a question from Yarek Lovichki. How many sessions should we do, for example, in 1 week? Should we do this 1, 2, 3? How often should we do this?
Thank you for the question. So it depends by the what the athlete wants, but usually and the target to want to reach. So maybe it could be done 2 times a week or maybe 3 to increase the performance enhancement. Quello è chiaro. Okay. She wanna tell that it's really important for her to know the athlete before, because to make up especially trainings for this player or this group, she have to know what exercise must be done with them. So if there are some people who has some physical problem that couldn't do some exercise, for example.
Un altro esempio, se una persona è più allenata, potrebbe farlo 3 volte alla settimana.
Okay.
So thanks for the answer to this question. Here are also some new positive feedback messages from Tony Ratu and all other friends. A question from Sanita Sveire. How long is the break between the same exercise repetition? Is it 15 or 30 or more seconds?
Ti chiede quanto sono lunghe le pause tra due esercizi. It depends by the exercise and what are the target. So if you want to work on, for example, the resistance to fastness, the pause between two repetition of the same exercise are lower. So, but in other cases where the exercise are more strenuous, the stop could be longer, just 1 90-second between, for example, 90-second or. So for exercise like very fast, in which we want to have a little recovery time, we could stop just 20, maybe 30 seconds, and go up to 90 seconds when the exercises are more strenuous, like for example when we perform some push-ups, the resistant push-up, for example.
So thank you very much, and I'm checking the questions here. So as far as I see, I think these are the all questions for today. So dear Neven and Nevena, the last words for today's session, please.
So I will keep the podium for Nevena and Massimo at the end. I just want to say that this project has great possibilities of upgrading all of the existing exercises and their possibilities of dosing in duration and intensity of performance. So it's up to you how you will manage the sessions. Also, from my point of view, full recommendation that each coach should try to find solution to cooperate with somebody who is fitness coach already in your community, table tennis community. That maybe those who are not familiar with the practical implementation of such a fitness program, that you have somebody who will help you. And at the end, I just want to say big thanks to Nevena, Massimo, and Elisa. It was fantastically presentation and really useful, I hope, for all coaches and players attending the webinar. Thank you, Samet, also to you for your hard work and help. And so last words belongs to Nevena and Massimo. Thank you so much.
Thank you. She just want to say to everybody a big thanks for the interest and for the questions that are very interesting. And if there are some other questions, you can write it by email, and we are waiting for you.
Thank you so much, Massimo. Thank you, Nevena. Thank you so much. Thank you. Samet, will you close the webinar?
So, dear all, thank you for attending to today's session, and we hope to meet you again in the next events. Thank you for your attention, and hope to see you next events, as I told. So take care of yourself and have a good day. Good evening.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye. See you next time.
See you soon.